Welcome to Mondays with Mindo. Every Monday, typically at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, besides the time when I double book myself, which I did today. It's a whole conversation that I don't need to get into. You will find me here. You will find me here. Melissa, welcome back, sister. You will find me here on YouTube. I'll be streaming on YouTube. I'll be streaming on Facebook, both channels, delivering this message to you. Okay? Mondays with Mindo. That's what I'm here for. We're going to be talking business, entrepreneurship. You guys know I love Jesus. So if you love Jesus and you love building business, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. I'm so excited that your wife and you need to hear this, and give your little baby a squeeze for me, Jordan. Cutest baby in the whole wide world. Anyway, so I'm really excited to talk to you about consistency creating cash flow today. I want you to know this, and this is the truth of the matter. And you guys, if you don't know me yet, I'm a straight shooter. I just shoot it. I shoot it straight. This isn't fluffing. This is straight shooting, okay? Consistency by itself does not make you money. And some of you, I've taken over 2,000 coaching calls. I've been in the online space for the last almost 7 years. It'll be 7 years in December when I quit my full-time job to go all in online. Some of you need to know that showing up consistently is not what creates the cash flow, because consistent, I don't know how do I say this? Consistent crap, just putting out random things consistently makes you $0. But when you can get consistent in putting out quality, in putting out value, in solving problems, which I'm going to get into this today, that's the money maker right there, because trust is the real currency online. And we are in a trust recession. If you followed me for any length of time, you guys know that I talk about this. We are in a trust recession. Building online is very, 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 very different than how it used to be for many, many reasons. But let's get into consistency creating cash flow, shall we? Are you guys excited about this conversation? I hope so. I'm excited to deliver it to you for the second time, but 2 times is better than none. So why consistency matters? Well, hold on. I forgot to kind of really introduce myself. If we do not know each other yet, my name is Mindy. My friends call me Mindo, hence the name Mondays with Mindo, where every Monday at 11 a.m. Central, typically, unless, again, I double book myself or something happens, you will find me here live streaming on Facebook and on YouTube, giving you the secrets, the hacks, the trades, the tricks of the trade, the framework that I use to build my online business. I led a team that did over 11 million in sales in 5 years. I built to 6 figures. I was the whole thing. And now I am rebuilding my business again. I'm also a coach and a mentor. I specifically coach and help Christian women building business online get really clear in their messaging and marketing so they can be more confident in their selling and close more sales. Because where you are clear, you can get consistent, okay? Clarity leads to confidence and consistency, and it's all C's, and that makes me happy in my brain. Anyway, so I'm really excited to dig into this today and talk to you guys about why consistency matters. Now, don't get this screwed up. Consistency doesn't mean showing up perfectly, okay? Some of you get stuck in this whole level of perfectionism that's really jacking up your brains right now, so I'm just going to shoot you straight on that one. Consistency doesn't mean you're showing up perfectly. Okay? If you miss a day, not the end of the world. You don't need to get discouraged and all like doom and gloom over the situation. You just pick back up again. But here's really why consistency creates cash flow. 3 reasons. There are more, but let's nail it down to these 3. Number 1, consistency builds trust. And I want you guys to think about this. Have you ever followed someone where they're doing something and they're all in on something for just a little while, and then they like go off the grid, and then pretty soon they're kind of like back again, and then you're like, oh wait, oh now what are they doing? You know what I mean? Like it's constantly something. It's ever changing. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying you are losing trust with your audience when you're doing that. So consistency will build that trust, and being in a trust recession right now, people need to see you show up with value and show up with value and show up with value over and over again. That's why I've done Mondays with Mindo. I've done it live for the last, I don't even know. It has to be over a year now. Well over a year. I switched platforms. I was just going to go all in on YouTube, and then I decided to pivot again. But you guys know consistently, I'm showing up on my Facebook page, my personal profile. That's really where I built my business off of. I'm showing up now in my stories pretty much all the time because I love stories. And if you're not showing up in your stories, you need to be. And then, I'm showing up live. So I'm posting, I'm stories, I'm live. That's where you'll find me. And I have built so many great connections through doing that I just want to share with you. Again, if you're lacking in consistency of showing up, my number one guess is you're lacking in clarity on who you're there to help, which that's something I can help with. Get into that later. Consistency matters because it compounds. Just like interest, right? Just like investments over time. That compounds and compounds and compounds, right? I think it was Dale Hardy that wrote The Compound Effect, right? Like small actions multiply when they are done daily. And then it sharpens your message. And here's the absolute truth. And somebody needs to hear this today. The truth of the matter is, the more you practice showing up, going live, creating the post, giving the value, the clearer your voice will become. Okay, hold up. I've coached, I've taken over 2,000 coaching calls. I've built teams. I've done the things. There's so many of you that are stuck in creating it perfectly first before you start showing up. And I'm telling you, it doesn't work that way. We try to show up like that. Like it would make us feel safer if it was all perfect first. But the beauty of this whole thing is when you push the button, when you create the post, when you do the things, it gets clearer over time. It gets clearer through the action. It's a messy action. Okay. I have messy actioned my face off for the last 7 years. I still don't have, it's not perfect. It's not rigid. I thought in my mind, boy, everybody else must really do it perfectly. So I try to do it perfectly too. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo. That's just, it doesn't work that way for me. But what I found is that as I consistently showed up, as I kind of tested some different, messages with my audience and created different kinds of content, I'm finding more clarity. That's really where my clarity came from. Who I help who, do what, so they, why. That's kind of the formula. Who I help. What do I help them with? What result do they get? Do you guys know your I help statements? Drop them in the comments. If I sat down, if I was interviewing you on a Zoom and I said, Melissa, let us know. Who do you help? Tell us about your business. Jordan, let me know. Who do you help? Tell me about your business. Finally, and it's taken me a long time, you guys, to figure this out. So give yourself some grace. Finally, I'm like, you know who I help? I mean, when I explain myself, who I am, what I do, this is another thing I want you guys to work on. And I know we're talking consistency, but consistency comes by clarity. Consistency comes by getting clear in this message right here. So I'm a social seller. This is what I tell people. So I'm a social seller. I sell products online. I teach other people how to do the same thing. So I build sales teams as well. I'm also a Christian coach and mentor, specifically helping Christian women building business online get clear in their messaging and marketing so they can be more confident in their selling and close more sales. That took me a long time. I know. Surprise. It wasn't just like one time I sat down with ChatGPT and figured it all out. No, it's taken a long time. And it's taken consistent action for me to pull that thing together. Is this helpful? I hope so. So, and again, here's the thing, and forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but I got to tell you guys, if you are consistently showing up with lack of content, like you're consistently sharing that your daughter's selling Girl Scout cookies, and you're consistently sharing, the local ring, whatever those jewelers in town are giving away a free ring. If you share their posts, like if there's no intention or connection to the audience in which you serve, you're consistently putting out meh, and the result of that's going to be meh. So if you're in that boat right now where you're like, Mindy, I'm showing up super consistently, I want you to take a little audit of your social media today. Take a look at what content you're putting out, and I want you to think about it from the perspective of the person you're wanting to help. If you're in fitness and wellness and you're just posting about the Vikings winning football games or the you know what I mean, your favorite football team, or maybe it's just you're in wellness and you're just posting about like you're posting about stuff that's like irrelated, not related to your the person that you're there to help. You guys see how consistently that can produce many results? But I want to share with you what consistent value looks like. When I talk about bringing value to the marketplace, when I talk about saying, or when I talk about going, my friends, you got to put in the deposit, and you put in the deposit and you deposit before you ask for the withdrawal. That is value, 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 value sale. Value, 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 value. Hey, are you open to checking this thing out? Okay, here's what it looks like. Building value on social media does a couple things. Number one, it teaches. You are teaching and educating people on whatever that topic is that your ideal person needs to hear about. Okay. Number two, it inspires and empowers people. Do you guys know one way to really get some traction on social media? Be bold in what your convictions are. Be bold in who you are as a person. Be bold in how you help people in your business. Be bold. Empower them, inspire them, and that happens through boldness. Okay? Or it solves a problem. If there was a problem, I'll solve it, right? Like, come on. Go ahead, finish the song, right? Like, it solves a problem. You are a problem solver. There's a lot of problems out there, my friends. How can you give value to solve that problem, to provide a solution? I want you guys to think about that. Is your content teaching and educating? Is it inspiring and empowering? Is it solving the problem? And if it's not, that can very well be why you're not making money right now. So for a whole nother conversation, really, like we could do a whole content training. I'd be happy to do that. Maybe I should someday. But I want you to think about that. This isn't really showing your audience that you get them, kind of like what I was talking about, teaching, inspiring, solving problems, just coming alongside people. And this is something that I've done well. I know I have, but it's just because I'm authentic. You guys know, I just had a struggle. I literally just went live on Facebook for like 20 minutes and my microphone was muted. It happens to all of us. It's okay. I get it. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to get frustrated and woe is me and all down in the dumps. No, I just was like, oh, cool. Okay, click, click. Thanks, Melissa. Love you. Click, click. And live. That happens. I also know how it feels to be trying to show up and not seeing results. And I will just tell you this, my friend, if that is you right now and you are creating really good content, I mean, there's other strategies we could take a look at, which, by the way, I'm just going to put a plug in here for my 90 and 90. I just created a 90-minute call that helps you map out a 90-day plan. So really, if this is you and you're like, Mindy, I need 90 minutes of strategy with you. Like, we need to get clear on this. It's literally my gifting. Helping you get clear on who you help, how you help them, and mapping out a content strategy for you for 90 days. Drop 90 in the comments and just tag me in it and I'll get you the info on that. But the point is, I want you guys to know, coming alongside your ideal client. And again, I think about weight loss, right? Like, 3 years ago, this was me. I was, 50 pounds overweight. I was drinking Diet Coke all day. I was, binging on sugar at night. And I felt horrible and my insulin was going crazy and this was happening. Somebody's going to scroll by that and go, wow, holy cow, that is me. How can she help me? And now here she is, all fit and looking ripped. What did she do? How can she help? I want you to think about consistent value. It's almost like it's building a bridge, and every little conversation or post is like a little deposit of trust. Okay. So I want you to think about the content that you're putting out and do a little audit. Okay, do a little audit on your social media today and go, if I was my ideal client and I was looking through my news feed, is there anything on here that would stop my scroll? Is there anything on here that would reel me in? Actually, I might if you're watching this on YouTube, I have I created a YouTube video a while back called Know Your Market. Oh, what was it called? I'll link it down below. Can't think of what it was called. Anyways, it talks about attracting your cold market, nurturing your warm market, and selling to your hot market. It's a whole training on it. I'll link it for you guys because it's really, really important to also understand, obviously, the person who you're wanting to bring into your space, to your wheelhouse, but there's also markets that need to be considered. So if you want a little deeper content training, I wish I could remember the name of it, and I'm spacing it right now. Anyways, I'm kind of all over the place right now because I already did this training once and I forgot what I already said. Okay. All right, let's keep rolling. So here's what I want to talk about. Okay, consistency creating cash flow. Consistency creates cash flow. Number one, we know that we need to show up consistently, which leads me into my daily method of operation. I want to talk to you guys about a little bit. But most importantly, that consistency needs to be rooted in clarity, in who you help, in how you help them, and really showing up to empower, to inspire, to teach, right? And to solve a problem. So when we think of those things, I want to talk about a DMO, or your daily method of operation. Let me know in the comments. Do you have a DMO? Yes or no? Just drop DMO, yes, DMO, no. I'm curious if you have a DMO. I pulled mine out like from 2022. I'm kind of a robot now. Like I just know what I need to do every day to kind of like keep rolling. And my DMO actually is quite simple now. Okay. There are really a handful of priorities for me. Number one, my DMO starts here, which this is my new Bible, by the way, and I'm really excited about it. It's the NIV Application Bible. It might still be on sale on Amazon. I love it because it's a study Bible. So it's got all of these beautiful notes in the bottom that help me understand what's all happening. So if there's one thing that I get done during the day, I read scripture. I spend time in the word. That's my one thing. That's a non-negotiable for me. Okay. Number two, I post a piece of content on my Facebook page. I am almost always in my stories. That's like kind of a non-negotiable for me too, with a call to action, talking about my product, selling my product in some way, shape, or form. Also taking you guys on the journey, which be warned, my stories are a little deep today. Okay. I went a little down the road all while I was getting ready this morning. I actually need to finish. I need to finish those stories because I always love to talk about my skincare and my no tox wands. You guys see me putting on my little peptide pens. I almost always offer my, if you want to shop with me, I drop my link there and offer people to shop with me if they want to check it out. So stories is a super simple way to sell and to share. And then also really number three is starting conversations. And I'm going to give you guys one of my biggest hacks in starting conversations. Okay. If this would be helpful for you. Anybody friend requests me typically. Now, I'm a human being. Not always. If you've just friend requested me and I accepted it and I didn't send you my thing, like forgive me. Typically what I'll do with a new friend request is I have a little message prepared in boards. Okay. And I do make it personal. I'm like, hey, Melissa, thanks so much for your friend request. And then I'll drop my little spiel from boards. It's like, I'm kind of one of those weirdos that actually likes to get to know their friends online, what does it say? Something like that. And then it's like, I'm excited to get to know about you or to hear from you or whatever. In the meantime, like, here's my story. And at the end, I'm like, now it's your turn. I really love to get to know people. So the easiest way to start a conversation with a new person is a new friend. And of course, I scan their profile and make sure I literally want to be friends with them because there's some crazy Looney Tunes out there. And if I do, I will literally go in and I'll drop that friend message and be like, I'm so excited. Thank you for friend requesting me. Like, tell me all about you. Like, do you like tacos? Do you like a walk on the beach at night? Like, tell me about you, That's a really simple way to start a conversation. So for me, it's really spending time in the Word, it's posting, creating stories, and it's creating conversations. And literally, if you just did those three things and inviting to the next event, I should say that too. Always inviting to the next event, always seeing if people are open to taking a look. If you just did those four things consistently, that would change your life and your business. Okay, holy cow, this is going long. So what I want you to do now is I want you to take time today and audit your day. I want you to audit your DMO, your daily method of operation. If you don't have one, should I do a DMO training? Would that be helpful for you guys? Let me know in the comments. But I want you to think, what are you doing now that's working? What's working? What are you seeing results with right now? Obviously, we want to keep that. What's not working? What's heavy? What do you hate doing? Like, write all that down. Pray about it. See if you could delegate it. Or is it necessary? Like, I like having fun and keeping things simple. That's like my criteria. Am I having fun? Is it simple? Am I going to die? And some of you guys are like, if I push the live button, I'm going to die. No, you're not. You might help someone though. I want you to think about what's actually moving the needle in your business and get some clarity around that. And then I'm going to end it kind of with this, guys, that the core money-making activities really comes down to the 3 C's. And I've trained on this. I trained years ago, gosh. Create, connect, and close. Drop it in the comments. Create, connect, close. Right? Connect, close. Okay. We're going to create some great content, some value. We're going to create some good reels that inspire people. We're going to create some awesome stories that give a call to action. Hey, if you're open to checking out my open house, click here, register here. Hey, if you're open to checking out my products, here's the shopping link. Or drop the keyword, right? Hey, if you want to shop with me, drop the word shop. I'll send you my link. Connecting with 3 to 5 people genuinely, like you guys could do that on the toilet. Like it would not take you too long. If you connected every time you sat down on the potty, you're like, okay, this I know it's weird, but connection time. I don't have time during the day. Okay, yeah. Go hide in the bathroom for a few minutes at work and go bump, 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 bump. I'm going to connect. I'm going to like, I'm going to comment. I'm going to ask a question. And then closing people. And closing, I'm not talking about hard close. I mean, I came from the life insurance industry. Like literally there was a time we would bring in the closer. That makes me want to throw up. I hate that stuff. Nobody likes to be closed. I'm saying following up, saying, hey, were you still, okay, for those of you, listen, if you need a good language on follow up, here's a good one for you. Let's say you've got somebody that maybe you've talked to about your weight loss program or whatever months ago, you haven't heard from them. They maybe ghosted you. To follow back up and say, hey, Julie, I know it's been a couple months. I just wondered, did you find a solution for what you were looking for? I know you wanted to lose like 20 pounds a couple months ago. How you doing with that? Question mark. Because when you ask a question, the brain, there's some statistic I don't remember, but the brain, the brain wants to respond to a question always and forever. Amen. So when you're closing people, creating conversations to try to close the loop is what I should say, because we don't want a bunch of open loopies out there. We want to offer the opportunity. We want to invite to the thing. We want to share some good information with them. We want to see, hey, are you still looking for a solution, or did you find something? We want them to respond, to go, our job is to get them to say, yes, let's do it. Or like, no, I'm good. Or maybe follow up with me later. We want to close the loop. So that's it, really. Create, connect, and close. When you can do that consistently, I pinky swear to you, that's where the money is made. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. I hope it was helpful for someone today. I do believe next week I'm going to be interviewing a good friend of mine. I think that's coming up next week, or it's the week after. Anyways, stay close to my email. If you're not on my email list, I highly recommend grab my Master Your Morning, Transform Your Day. It's my free guide. I'll drop the link somewhere here. It's my free guide and you'll be on my email list. Anyways, again, if there's one thing that I get right, is spending time with the Lord in the morning. And I walk you through nighttime routine, because that actually is what sets you up well for the morning. And then my morning routine as well. So if you want that, I will drop that somewhere here or check the link in my bio. And yeah, anything else you guys need from me, don't hesitate to reach out and ask, okay? Have a blessed day and we'll catch you on the flip side. Toodaloo.